sorted out. You've got to be cutting it by now. Get it really cut. Leave it quite high, but cut it and keep cutting it regularly rather than that really harsh scalping. Loads of seeds you can do. Hardy annuals can go in, herb seeds, annual grasses you can do, little ornamental grasses you can do as well, which is quite nice. Have you ever tried those? Give those a go. That's nice. And any of your sweet peas, we've mentioned them to Sue as well, haven't we, that you can plant those out as well. But do keep an eye on the slugs. I don't think the pests like John.
Just ignore him, carry on.
Actually, I can just talk through it. How can you ignore...
Keep going, okay, I'm not looking at him. Just keep looking at me.
Sweet peas, you can keep your sweet peas out there, but do make sure you've got your slugs sorted out because they are active.
Just talk louder,
No, it's his turn now.
It's not, we've got... Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, it is, you're right.
I respond to that alarm.
Yeah, the alarm, the Iain alarm's going.
While the news is on, Phil... Phil, while the news is on, could you come and have a look at my plums, please?
On FM, Freeview, digital radio,
Thanks,
and
Phil.
online. Your voice
And thank you,
in
everyone.
the West Midlands.
See you next week.
BBC WM 95.6.
Ian's alarms denied me a proper goodbye, but that's fine.
Do it.
That's fine.
No, it's not the alarm that's denied you that. It's the
Ian
fact that
alarm.
it's the fact that you've overrun by quite
Only
a long
a bit.
time.
Only a little.
Then do your goodbyes. Forget Rob, who's waiting to do the news. You do your goodbyes.
Right, I'd like to
thank.
thank my mum. No, seriously. See, I'm not here this week. Kaz is back, so I'll see you next week. That's all I wanted to say. I am, and thank you for being part of the show.
Okay, and we can throw to Rob now?
Yes.
Rob, let's hear the news.
Thanks, Ian. Good morning. CCTV footage has emerged, apparently showing the moments of the gang that stole jewellery from a security vault in London over the Easter weekend. The film, which has been posted on the Daily Mirror website, shows them dressed as building workers and using wheelie bins. John O'Connor's the former head of Scotland Yard's flying squad. He said he was horrified that the police didn't get hold of the footage before the press.
I can't recall any of the major robberies or major crimes that have occurred in the past where suddenly the media come along and get hold of the most convincing evidence that exists. I'm not blaming the Mirror. They're in the business of news and information. I'm not blaming them at all. But I am pointing some quite accusing fingers at the police for not finding it themselves.
A man is due to appear in court after the body of his 95-year-old mother was found at her home in Stoke-on-Trent. Detectives investigating the death of a woman in her home in Doncaster Lane in Penkhull have charged David Powell from Longton Road in Barlaston with murder. The Conservatives and Labour are putting the NHS centre stage today in their election campaigning. The Tories say that if they win the election, they'd guarantee an extra £8 billion a year for the health service. It's a sum the head of NHS England, Simon Stevens, says is needed. Labour say the Tories have failed to spell out where the money will come from. They're pledging to provide a midwife for every mother during labour and birth, with money raised in part from a mansion tax. North Yorkshire Police are appealing for witnesses to a collision last night between a car, a private ambulance and a double-decker bus on the A64 near York. The driver of the private ambulance died in the crash. A number of people on the bus, including the driver, were injured. West Bromwich Albion legend Jeff Astle will be celebrated at the Hawthorns today. The team will wear a replica of the kit he wore as he scored the winning goal in the 1968 Cup final. The striker died aged 59 in 2002. It was found he had a brain injury caused by years of heading heavy footballs. His widow Lorraine says today will also see the launch of the Jeff Astle Foundation to help others with similar conditions.
There's been a silent killer in the midst of us all, in football. The foundation is there to help, to advise. We've had families ring us. They've had to sell the medals, sell the shirts, sell everything that the husbands have won in football to pay for them to be looked after. And we just thought as a family, that's not right.
In sport, Wolves travel to St Andrews and face Blues in a huge game as they they continue their promotion push today. There'll be commentary here on BBC WM 95.6 from 3 o'clock. The build-up starts at midday with Daz Hale's early kick-off. Kenny Jackett's side are currently in 6th place in the Championship after 4 consecutive wins. And Jackett says he's looking forward to a great atmosphere in the derby, but insists the team have to remain focused on the task in hand.
I think you have to a degree, control your emotions, because if you go too high or too low, you can make some poor decisions. And decision making on the pitch is a big thing. So, I would always say to my players, try to get, enthusiastic, desperate to win, but you need, calm, calculated head to make good decisions on the pitch. And if we can make more good decisions than bad decisions, then things will work out well for us.
West Bromwich Albion hosts Leicester City at the Hawthorns. Commentary on our DAB digital service from 3. Elsewhere, Villa are away at Tottenham, and in League One, Walsall are just 2 points clear of the relegation zone as Fleetwood visit the Banks's Stadium. The weather dry with some sunny spells for the most part today. Cooler with highs of 12 Celsius, 54 Fahrenheit. Cloudy but dry tonight, lows of 4 Celsius, 39 Fahrenheit. But Sunday looking cloudy and windy with some showers in the afternoon. Highs of 14 degrees Celsius, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. That's your news and sport for the West Midlands. It's 5 minutes past 10.
Beep, 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 beep.
And again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I don't want you, but I hate to lose you. You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I forgive you, 'cause I can't forget you. You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I wanna cross you off my list, but when you come knocking at my door, fate seems to give my heart a twist, and I come running back for more. I should hate you, but I guess I love you. You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. You off my list, but when you come knocking at my door, fate seems to give my heart a twist, and I come running back for more. I should hate you, but I guess I love you. You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. You got me in between the devil and the deep, devil and the deep, devil and the deep blue sea.
Saturdays with Iain Lee on BBC WM 95.6. Your voice in the West Midlands.
Come on, man. There's only one dance you can do to this song, and it's to pretend you are a topless... No, hang on. Shirtless Hawaiian gentleman rowing a weird boat. That's the only dance you can do to this, isn't it? It's the sporting event of the calendar, guys. That's almost a sentence, isn't it? 03453 009956, by the way. And boy, oh boy, could I do with some phone calls, because there ain't nothing in the papers. Nothing in the papers. 10 seconds, why am I playing this song? 10 seconds. 9 seconds, why am I playing this song? Apart from to fill some time. Boat race day! Boat race day! Ah! You're as excited as I am, which is not very excited at all. Boat race day. Is boat race day today? I think. Yeah, I've not been able to find in any of the papers anything to do with the boat race at all. I've not been able to find anything to do with the boat race. And so I thought, maybe it's because I'm not looking at the sporting pages. Let's work backwards and look at the sporting pages. All right, we'll do that then, shall we? What paper have we got here? The Daily Express. Golf. Football. Cars. Boxing. And then that's it. And you know why it's not in the sporting pages? Because it's not a sport. It's not a sport, guys. Yeah, it's a weird thing. How can it be a sport? It's basically rich Americans. It's rich Americans rowing. There's sweaty cocks and rich Americans, and that's it. That's it. Yeah, but the thing today is, Ian, that the women they're being allowed to row boats as well on the same day. Oh, well, we really have come a long way, guys. Who are the good guys in that? Is it Oxford University or Hull University? I can't remember. Who are the ones I'm supposed... Not Hull. It's Leicester Poly, isn't it? That's it. Who are the good guys in the boat race, Terry?
I don't know. I'm not... all I know, it's Oxford and Cambridge.
It's Oxford and Cambridge. That's it. Thank you. I thought it was Leicester Poly. Right, OK. It is today, isn't it? It must be today because it's raining and the boat race only ever happens when it's chucking it down.
Well, when's the Grand National? Has that been or what?
No, well, this is it. We have not seen such sporting prowess and celebration since 2012. What happened in 2012, Terry?
Oh, I don't know. The Olympics.
How quickly they forget. Today is the boat race. And also the Grand National, Britain's cruelest horse racing event.
Oh, I know it is. How many have died?
Do you know what they should do to make it more exciting and make it a little bit more dangerous?
Put the horses on the men.
Yeah, no, that would be something. They have to do one lap with the fellas on the horses, and then when they got to the end, they had to swap places.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the Grand National. I don't really like horse racing anyway. I don't understand how horse racing can be a sport, and I don't really like it. Okay, I'm not a fan of the Grand National. But if you're going to have a race where horses' lives are at risk, then get snipers involved.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've seen...
Make them run through a minefield. No, not a minefield. Yeah, a minefield. I was going to think a minefield, but that's just where they have to do tricky thinking. Yes, Terry?
If the jockeys fall off, the horses still run and jump, don't they?
Yes, they can.
So they must enjoy it to a certain extent, but I think it is...
this is the thing. Do they enjoy it or not? Do horses enjoy having a short fella sat on them, whipping them? I would kind of guess, Terry, no. It's a pack mentality, isn't it? So if someone falls off and they keep running, it's because it's a pack mentality.
Yeah, they're getting out.
No horses have died in the last 2 years. That's got to be something, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
But it's still, I just don't understand. Anyway, if you go to The Sun...
Yeah.
Well, it's in all the papers, but I don't... Horse racing, the Grand National, that's part of Aintree, is it?
I think so.
OK. And they have a thing at Aintree called Ladies' Day.
Oh, yeah.
These ain't no ladies. These ain't no ladies.
What about that line that Audrey Hepburn says in My Fair Lady? Move your...
Great line. Great line, well delivered, Terry.
Yeah.
Racy ladies flash flesh as temperatures hit 20 degrees. All the papers have got pictures of these women. I'm not going to say ladies, because they ain't. At Aintree.
Yeah.
They are flippant. If you were a lady, why would you show your wing-wang or your doo-doo to a photographer? Why would you do that?
No.
There's a woman here... the caption is, I've won a few knicker. Saucy reveller. Because she's lifted up her skirt and you can see her pants. What? What? How is that acceptable behaviour?
No comment.
There's a woman here who is... I've got no idea what she's dressed as. It looks like she's in a red toga. She's boozed up, right? Her top bits are falling out. Her toga is wide open, and look how classy. She's got a poem tattooed onto her thigh.
Oh.
Onto her thigh.
Oh, no.
And all I can work out is the last line, dance in the rain. You probably have done naked. Oh, it's disgusting. Now, listen, I'm not a snob, Terry. I'm not a snob. But these women are disgusting. Now, I mean, it's Ladies' Day, so I'm sure there are some obnoxious... I'm not having a rant at women. I'm sure there are some obnoxious, drunk men who are also around Aintree, and the papers, for obvious reasons, choose to... Gran National. There's a woman who's got to be in her 70s with her boobs out.
Oh, God, that is...
And then there's a horrible woman in, like, an apricot... like one-piece jumpsuit, sat on a pretend horse, swigging from a bottle of champagne with the bubbles all going down her chin. I think that's the champagne. It looks horrible. Oh, it's disgusting. Yeah. Oh, look, I'm late for the travel. I'm so sorry. I was getting so off in my... What did you call for, by the way, Terry?
Can I use the opportunity to... plug an art exhibition and a creative open day? It's for anybody who wants to come along. They can use all the facilities free.
When you say facilities, do you mean like crayons and felt tips?
Yeah, crayons,
beautiful.
paints, acrylics.
You've got 15 seconds.
It's Tuesday, April the 14th, 10:30 till 2:30. Dorothy Park Centre, Smethwick, opposite Smethwick Old Church.
Thank you very much.
Your travel news in the West Midlands. BBC WM 95.6.
Yeah, let's get the travel. Here's Kate.
Thank you. We're not looking too bad at the moment. If you are heading for the motorway, so the M6, of course, has still got those major works on the southbound side. The link with the M5, there's still one lane closed with a speed restriction of 50 miles per hour, and this does tend to slow things down. Also south at Junction 9 at Wednesbury, the entry slip road is closed while those works continue. And in Birmingham City Centre, Broad Street is closed heading into the city. We've got roadworks there between Bridge Street and Paradise Circus. They'll keep you updated with any delays. Of course, football this afternoon. Villa fans heading to Tottenham via the M6 and the M1. It's not looking too bad along that route, although southbound on the M1 there is a lane closed between junction 16 and 15A at the moment. It's because of a broken down car just through the roadworks. That is slowing things down a little past the scene, but hopefully it will clear very soon. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 Travel on 0330 123 3550.
The general election on the BBC.
On Thursday the 16th of April, I'm going to be joined by the party leaders for a live televised election debate. Leaders from Labour, the SNP, Plaid Cymru, UKIP and the Green Party. Our studio audience are going to be asking the questions, and the party leaders will debate their policies and election promises, live on air.
Election 2015 on the BBC, making it clear.
Join me, David Dimbleby, for the BBC Election Debate 2015, Thursday night at 8, live on BBC One and BBC One HD.
I'm busy then. And I'm not being misogynistic. I'm sure there were, horrible drunk men. It's just different because these women have got their bits out, and it's harder for blokes in suits to get their bit. Do you remember about, was it the 90s or the early 2000s? I'm going to say the late 90s. Do you remember there was a fashion, and I haven't got you on a prefab. If you could put, I've got this guest one. I don't know if you can change that to you, Marky Mark. I don't know how we do that. Why don't I change? I'll change that to OS5. I'll change it to OS5, and then you put OS5 to you, and then we can have what I like to call really high-quality bants. Really high-quality bants. Do you remember there was a fashion? Turn to the left. Fashion, turn to the right. There was a fashion. Late 90s, I'm going to say. And it only lasted about 2 years. For suits, men in suits. But instead of long trousers, they had shorts.
I remember that.
Do you remember that? That was a thing, wasn't it?
Wasn't it brought about by the band Menswear or something like that?
I've got literally the band Menswear or the brand Menswear.
The band called Menswear.
There was a band called Menswear, there was a band called My Gay Dad, and there was a band called Gene.
I remember Gene.
Yeah. And also, it was around the same time that grown men were riding the little push-along scooters in town.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
The olden days were stupid, weren't they? I mean, really, grown men in suits, but they were shorts. They were the long shorts. They weren't the tight shorts. They were the long shorts that went down to about the knee. 03453 009956. It's one of those shows. There ain't nothing in the papers, guys. There ain't nothing in the papers. Apart from this. Thousands of glamorous girls. These are not glamorous girls. These are the kind of girls you do not want to take home to mama. That's what they are. thousands of glamorous girls went as bare as they dared. And they dared go very bare. As the sun shone on a sizzling ladies' day at Aintree. Temperatures reached a balmy. How would you say that? Balmy? Balmy. Biakan. Balmy. 20 degrees. Again, words, you know I'm compiling a book of words that are only ever used in the media. Balmy is one of them. At the Liverpool racecourse and helped create a party mood, even more buzzing than usual. Many of the women in the 50,000 crowd chose to flash the flesh. And course bosses got into the spirit of the event by backtracking on their controversial horror frock picture ban. Oh, dear. I mean, what... What must these girls' mums think? Well, to be honest, the mums probably think, oh, yeah, look at her. Oh, she made it in the papers. With a tattoo near her wax. 03453 009956 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. George is on the line. Good morning, George.
Good morning.
What you got for us, Georgie?
We're just on the way to the festival.
To the festival?
Yeah.
What festival? Glastonbury?
Yeah.
I don't think it's on yet.
Isn't it on? All right. We're a bit early then.
Right, what are you talking about?
The National.
Are you going to the Grand National?
Yes, we are.
What, are you going with a wife?
No, well, I'm with the wife, yes. But there's about 47 of us.
Oh, you're on a coach?
Yes.
Get the coach to give us a coach cheer, come on.
Can we have a coach? Good enough, isn't it?
Are you all drunk already?
Yeah, they are pretty drunk, yeah.
Oh, flip. And are there women in clothes that will fall off them as soon as they step near a racecourse?
They are a lot of women in clothes that will fall off, yeah.
Oh, flipping it. What are you going for, George?
What am I going for? To lose a lot of money.
How are you going to bet on the horses?
I am, yes.
Well, how much have you got in your wallet?
300.
Flipping it, mate.
Well, that's the wise.
What? But what? I don't understand because it's not a sport, is it? It is just.
Is it a sport? What radio station is this?
Flipping heck! What radio station is this? You're on BBC. Quick, think of one. Hereford and Worcester. Yes, George.
I'm being had here.
No, what do you mean you think you're being had? By whom?
What time, huh?
Okay, George. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
What the hell was that? That's the kind of people I'm talking about. Oh, dearie me. 03453 009956. You could tell he wasn't going to the boat race, couldn't you? Do people get boozed up at the boat race? If you've ever been to the boat race, what happened? Oh, man. What radio station is this? I don't know. White was the most popular colour among fashion-conscious racegoers. Well, where are the pictures of the fashion-conscious racegoers? And student Katie Clark, 20, went one further by wearing a £500 wedding dress. Flippin' it. She spent months planning her look. Well, there's no photo of her here. And getting the dress, and another £500 getting the dress altered. Katie of Leyland, Lancashire said, what's a Lancashire accent? She didn't say that, that's me. That was the chair. My friends and I were up at the crack of dawn to get our hair and makeup done by professionals. Student Georgia Newton, 19, and mum Sharon, 49, began the day with a champagne breakfast. Georgia said, it's been a great day so far. It's a huge event. The ladies look fabulous. It's always a good giggle. Oh, flippin' heck. Flippin' heck, Katya.
Yes, Ian.
Sorry?
Do you know what?
Hello?
Would you like your shows to be like a cathedral or like a tent?
Like a cathedral or like a tent? Like a cathedral or like a tent?
Yeah.
Like a cathedral or like a tent?
Right.
Like a cathedral or like a tent? Like a cathedral or like a tent?
Well, if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Well, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Well, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Well, I have a hammer, and I have a bell, and I have a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. And the song is the song of love. Love between all of my brothers and love between all of my sisters all over this land.
Or a tent. Like a cathedral or a tent. Like a cathedral or a tent. I think a tent, Katya.
Why?
Small, compact, you can pick it up and move it around.
Right. Well, no impact on no one, actually, however. You see, that's the thing. Why a cathedral?
Katya, just to remind you, sorry, my darling, you were in England now. If you could just try and speak English. Just try and... I know you speak many languages. Just try and speak English, otherwise it's difficult for us to follow you
know
in my
what?
tent.
Because I wasn't expecting
Don't
you
bring
to
your
say it.
Don't bring your shoes into my tent, Katya. Leave your muddy shoes outside. That's and if you're going to wee, go and wee over there. Don't wee near the tent. It trickles down the hill.
Okay, I've slept.
I do not want to sleep in your wee, Katya.
Okay. You had to say cathedral. Why? Because they are there for a very, very long time once they're built, unless someone bombed them.
Unless someone did what to them?
Bomb them?
Someone what?
Bomb.
Bum them?
Yes.
What did she say? Say that again.
Okay. B-O-M-B.
Oh, bombed.
Bombed.
Unless someone bombed them. I really... I mean, gosh.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Wowzers. The guys heard what I heard, but you said bombed, and that's great. I'm really glad we've cleaned that up. Thank you so much, my darling.
So your topics,
Yes.
they are the foundations of your shows.
Okay. Well, now, no, they're not. They are the tent pegs of the tent. And I haven't even really started... Do you know what? I'm feeling a bit lazy. Haven't even really started nailing the tent pegs in yet.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, have you noticed that?
Happens quite a lot.
Thank you.
Oh. And you entice us with really strong topics, like yesterday.
Yeah. Oh.
Funerals. That did not happen. Where did that go?
Okay. Marky Mark, could you do me a favour? I don't know if it's at all possible, but Katya is... can we put her on the banned list? No.
On the ban, she's off.
Right. Is there a copy? I don't know how the BBC works here in the West Midlands. We probably burn it. Is there a copy of yesterday's Sun around?
Hello?
I'm having a production meeting because you've caused consternation.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, in the tip that is the office, it probably is there somewhere.
Don't worry about it.
But I can have a look.
Don't worry about it. Stay here because you can see the phones are so busy. I don't want to lose you for a second.
Yeah.
Katya, so yes, there was a story in yesterday's paper that I teased up about funerals. Someone had made everybody in their funeral dress up as characters from the Thunderbirds. Somebody was buried. A Simon Cowell fan was a fan of Simon Cowell. What rubbish things are you a fan of? Knock, knock, knock. There's a tent peg. 03453 009956 was buried with a photograph of Simon Cowell and other stuff.
Right. Okay, but today we've got poo transplant.
I've not got to the...
Okay.
I've not got... Don't ruin them. I've not got to the poo transplant yet.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I've got to do that now. Page 16 of the Mirror. This is a true story, OK? And there will be complaints. And boy, oh boy, you're right to complain.
Okay.
I'm going to read the headline as it's written in the Daily Mirror. Dad's pain is cured by poo transplant.
Yeah.
Daughter donates hers for op.
Of course, yes.
I didn't know that you could donate your own poo.
I know that because I've seen a documentary on the BBC about
How
that.
do I sign up for this and where do I deposit?
I don't know, but I've seen how they do it. They've got a very glamorous doctor doing it, and they put it in the mixer, and they will transplant that.
Put it in a mixer. A dad has been... This is a true story, and this is actually remarkable, so stop sniggering at the back.
Okay.
A dad has been cured of a painful bowel infection with his daughter's poo. Len Barnes, 75, was in constant discomfort with Clostridium difficile, but he thought gastroenterologist Dr. Chris Wells was joking when he... Stop laughing at the back! When he suggested healthy stools be inserted in his bowel.
Yeah, but not entirely. They are mixed up.
With what?
With nothing. Just the poo. The really healthy one is really good for you. And then they put it back into you.
Len from Eaglescliff, Middlesbrough, is the first person to speak publicly about his experience. I bet he is. He said, Dr. Wells explained that mixing healthy poo with my poo and transferring it into my bowel should do the trick. The hour-long operation on Friday, March the 13th, appears to have worked. Len, a retired quality control inspector, added... Oh, for goodness sakes. Stop laughing at the back. This is serious. I had a bit of sedation, but watched it all on a screen.
What?
It was interesting. Dr. Wells said... Now, this is how they should have reported the story. Dr. Wells said, fecal transplantation doesn't sound appealing, but it's very effective. Yeah. They'll be making fake poos soon. In fact, they've made them already. My boys have got one. I think it's fake.
Right, that's the news now.
OK, that's a 10 peg in. 03453 0099. I don't know what your point is, Katya. I don't know why you've called up.
Well, no, it makes sense, you know. You, as I say, you entice us with really, really lovely topics.
Yes.
And then they don't happen.
I've not even started with the topics yet.
How do I know about them?
You just have to kind of pick up the vibe, man. Are you picking up a vibe?
Yeah. Well,
what kind of vibe are you picking up, Katya?
I'm picking up a goodbye vibe.
That's the correct vibe.
Beep, 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 beep. I like it, balls.
03453 009956. Thank you, Katya. We mentioned menswear, and we can do that, actually. Let's put another tent peg into the ground. They're rather damp, muddy ground. I'm supposed to be camping with my boys tonight in the back garden, and not a chance. On the phone is, Daddy, are we sleeping in the tent tonight? Not a chance, boys. But you promised, yep. Daddy knew it was going to rain. Daddy looks at the weather forecast. Flipping 8 tents. Bands that never quite made it. Menswear, Gene, My Gay Dad, the Soup Dragons, who have reformed bizarrely. Jesus Jones, remember Jesus? Jesus Jones. I don't. Was that one of their songs? Do you remember Jesus Jones, Jim? Oh.
No, sorry.
Do you remember Menswear?
The clothes or
the pop group?
No, sorry, Ian, I don't.
Do you remember
this.
Do you remember Gene?
Gene? No.
Do you remember Do you remember the Soup Dragons?
No.
Okay. Do you remember? Oh, do you remember the Mock Turtles?
Yes. I remember the Mock Turtles.
What was their song? Dig out the Mock Turtles. Okay, what was their song, Jim?
Yeah, can't remember that.
Can you dig it? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you dig it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
remember
a bit
that
of flange
one.
on that. I like that. A bit of flange. Whose brother? How do I phrase this as a question? What very famous man's brother was in the Mock Turtles?
Well, I didn't get their song, so I don't think I'm going to get that one. I'm going to have to bow down to your superior.
Well, the
music knowledge.
lead singer of the Mock Turtles was called Brendan Coogan.
No.
His brother was Steve Coogan.
Really?
Yeah, but it's Alan Partridge.
Oh, big fan of Steve Coogan.
Okay.
That's a good fact.
It's a good fact, isn't it? We're going to... Cooler Shaker.
Yes, I remember Cooler Shaker.
Chink to Vader, Vader, Tappo. Tappo. What do you have you called? You made me laugh, Jim. You've made me laugh, Jim. Stop it.
Sorry.
What have you called in for, boss?
You were talking about ladies at the races.
Ladies in inverted commas, yes, that's correct.
Yeah, sorry, women at the races.
That's right, women at the races. And they were a great band. I've got their second album somewhere. Anyway, yes.
I don't remember that one either, actually.
No.
And I was wondering if you remembered the early 90s, I think it was early 90s fashion of men and women showing their underwear.
What do you mean?
Like, the Calvin Klein thing, so the waistband being above the trousers.
Yeah.
But there was also a thing that women did, and they, pulled their thongs up.
Thong spotting. Thong spotting was thong spotting was almost an Olympic sport. Can you imagine that? 1998 Olympics, there was a movement to make it an Olympic sport. But the thing is, you see the pants now, because they do that thing, don't they? What do they call them? Low batty riders or something. Is that the thing where they have their jeans about a foot down? They don't wear a belt, do they? So they waddle like a penguin, and you can see their pants. I just think, pull your trousers up, sunshine. You look ridiculous.
I don't understand this with young kids who do this today, and they show their pants.
Yeah.
When I was at school, you'd have lasted about 2 or 3 minutes within walking in the gate before somebody had pulled your trousers down.
I tell you what you can't do now at schools, and this is political madness gone wrong, right? If a kid forgets his sports kit, you can't make them do it in their pants and vest. Outrageous.
I'm a teacher, Ian. So
oh, Jim, you must miss those old days then.
Not really. Yeah, dodgy ground here, Ian.
Ever tempted to hit a child, Jim?
Have I ever?
I'm teasing you. What age kids do you teach, Jim?
I teach infant school children, so they're 6, 7 years old.
Well, now, see, that's a rarity. A male primary school teacher.
Yeah.
Because there aren't any of you guys.
No, I'm actually the only bloke at my school.
About 6 years ago-ish, right? I wasn't enjoying the job. I wasn't enjoying this kind of job, okay? And I was struggling, and it wasn't quite clicking, and I was very dissatisfied with it.
Yeah.
And I went to I seriously investigated becoming a primary school teacher, jacking all of this in, and going to be a primary school teacher. And I went to a seminar. I went for meetings, and I spent a day at this. I can't remember it was this wonderful little primary school. And I phoned up the headmaster, and we kind of I was recommended to him by this course, and he welcomed me with open arms. He said, "Look, there are no blokes in primary school. Come down and spend the day."
Yeah.
And I would have loved to. It was about 6 years ago, because then we found out that my wife was pregnant, and then I got offered a really well-paid job doing radio, and I thought now is not the time to take a massive pay cut, but to be emotionally satisfied. But
you'd have been a wonderful primary school teacher.
I would have loved it, Jim. I couldn't have done it with teenagers. I hate teenagers.
Yeah, I'm the same as well, actually.
Yeah, I couldn't have, because I remember what little so-and-so I was when I was 15 years old.
Exactly that. I was horrible at senior school, so that's probably why I didn't go into
best part of your job, Jim.
I think actually it's when the children come back after they've left. They've been out of the class for many years, and they come back and say thank you, and they just remember the good experiences that you've given them, and that's the best part of the job.
That'll do, wouldn't it? That'll do.
Yeah.
That makes it all worthwhile.
Ian, I'm probably not allowed to mention this, but I've booked tickets for your show at the Mac.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Jim, but come and make sure you shake my hand straight after.
I will do.
Cheers, Jim. Thank you very much indeed. What a nice bloke. Seriously, I was yay close to becoming a primary school teacher. I had the forms and everything. Spent a day at this wonderful primary school, just kind of like being a classroom assistant. And then we were going to have a baby, and I got offered a really well-paid job, and I thought, well, now is not the time to follow my heart, it is the time to follow my bank account. Thank you, Jim. I enjoyed that. 03453 009956.
Your travel news in the West Midlands. BBC WM 95.6.
Let's get the travel news. Here's Kate.
Hi there. Well, in Harborne, it's looking pretty slow now on the High Street at the junction with York Street. There's some roadworks there and there's some temporary lights in place, so it's slowing things down. But apart from that, not looking too bad, really. Of course, we've still got Broad Street closed heading into Birmingham City Centre. Major roadworks continue between Bridge Street and Paradise Circus. And the works continue on the M6 South as well. Major works there at the link with the M5. There's one lane closed and they do tend to cause delays, so we'll keep an eye on it for you. Of course, football this afternoon. Villa fans heading to Tottenham via the M6 and the M1. It's looking much better now. We did have a breakdown on the M1 near Northampton earlier, but that's now cleared and back to normal, so traffic is moving well. But if you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 Travel on 0330 123 3550.
Rover in Longbridge was an icon of West Midlands manufacturing.
The new Austin Metro, a British car to beat the world.
Until, on April the 8th, 2005, the track came to a grinding halt.
Earlier, production had been suspended at its Longbridge plant because suppliers owed money have withheld their components.
Life after Longbridge. The closure of the Rover car factory cost 6,000 jobs and brought devastation to the families of workers who were made redundant.
My family are there, all my friends are there, and I'm gutted, absolutely gutted.
Rover, 10 years on. Listen again to the documentary online at bbc.co.uk/WM.
BBC WM 95.6.
Oh, I'm supping on a bottle of Nuki Browns. Thank you. I'm smoking roll-ups, but don't tell my mum.
Insisting on it.
on. The rest of the music for the next hour and 10 minutes is going to be selected by two very sad middle-aged men. Trevor's on the line. Morning, Trev.
Morning.
Morning.
You know,
I'm fine. Is your mouth in the same room as your telephone?
I'm on Bluetooth, mate, in the car.
Flippin' ain't Bluetooth and hands-free and all
Do
that
ya?
stuff. Well, it's rubbish. We can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, but I can't hear you.
I'll turn it up a bit. Is that better?
Mate, it's made you more Cockney, and that's it.
Oh, I can't help that.
What you got for us, Trev?
Well, you said horse racing weren't a sport, didn't you?
Say that again.
You said horse racing wasn't a sport.
And you know why I said that, don't you?
No, because I missed a bit before that.
Okay.
I just got in the car.
Okay, because horse racing is not a sport.
Well, how'd you make that out?
Well, where's the okay? Well, what's the sport? It might be a sport for horses, but there's no human physical exertion.
Oh, so you don't think Tony McCoy has gone through 30-odd years of bumps and broken bones and starving himself to death so he can keep a light weight to ride an horse? That's not physical exertion by a human being.
Hang on a minute. Starving yourself is not a sport.
No, but he had to start to fast, don't they, so they can keep it a racing
Yes, they
weight?
have to go fast, correct? Otherwise, they don't win the races.
No.
But there's no sport involved. Trevor, in
I'll
that
tell
case...
you what, you ain't half a bloody good wind-up.
If being a jockey is being a sportsman, then I'm a sportsman. Do you know why? Because I sit on my bum and get paid.
You what? You do? Yeah, I know I do and all, because I'm a steering wheel attendant for a living.
Well, then you're as much a sportsman as I can't think of any jockeys.
You can't.
Bob Champion. What I can think of.
He used to be. He's retired now, isn't he?
Well, I don't know. Okay, the Italian fella, the wee Italian fella who jumps.
Frankie Dettori.
Frankie Dettori.
You've got Kieran Fallon. He's getting on a bit.
Next, you'll be saying that those rich Americans at Loughborough University and Oxford Polytechnic, that they're sportsmen in the boat race.
Well, they are, aren't they?
Oh, for goodness sake, that's not... How is being rich a sport?
No, they're not rich. Not that. I'm on about the physical endurance of pulling that oar down that river. Must be a real...
The thing is, Trev, no, it's not. It's like if you're if you're Zayn Malik, or the fifth member. If you're Jason Orange, the fifth member, Mikey Graham, the fifth member of a boy band, right? You just mime and let everybody else do it.
What boy band? They sportsmen? What are you on about?
No, but I'm saying if you're in a boat race, right? And you want to have a little breather, you just pretend that you're rowing, and you let everyone else do it.
No way you do that, because you tie all the oars together.
All the boat race people, they're all just Mikey Graham's, he's from Boyzone, Jason Orange, and Zayn Malik. That's all they are. They're the fifth member of a boy band. Quite like that analogy.
No, you have to be really physically fit to be in that boat race.
But where's the sport? How can it be a sport, right, if there are only two teams involved, and the only way you can get in that team is by being rich?
There's only in the boat race there's only two teams, but the Olympics you can have up to 8 racing against each other.
By the way, Trevor, because you're a Cockney, you know when I say boat race, you know I mean a literal boat race. I'm not talking about your face.
No, I know what you're on about, yeah.
Thank you very much, Trevor. Ranjit.
Morning.
Ranjit's getting his last call in because he knows that next Friday's show, 2 till 4, it's newcomers only. No regular callers. That's regular callers.
No problem.
Not a problem at all, mate.
I can handle that. Listen, can you put your serious head on for a while today?
Serious head is on, Ranj.
Okay.
Hang on a minute. It's not quite on properly. It's still a bit of the silly one.
remember
No, hang on.
when-
Ranjit, hang on. My serious head is not quite on properly. Hang on a second.
Screw it on.
Hang on. Let me just check it. I've got to...
Screw it then.
Hang on,
Screw it.
Sorry?
Screw it, your head.
Okay, let me just check. Hang on.
Beep, 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 beep.
It's on.
It's on, okay. You know, your show's really funny and we all take a good part in it. Yesterday, I think you was a bit very immature with the caller Dave.
Okay, well, what happened, Ranj?
You know, Dave, he rings in all the radio shows.
I don't know, Ranjit, because I don't listen to all the radio shows. And what?
Keep your serious head on.
No, Ranjit, my serious head is on. You're not the producer of this show, Marky Mark is. Now, listen, I don't care. I don't care who rings what shows. All I care about, Ranjit, and don't get too big for your boots, because you can get booted off.
No.
All I care about is the calls that I get in the 2 hours between 2 and 4 on a Friday and 10 till 12 on a Saturday.
Listen, these people call you because sometimes they want a bit of comfort, yeah?
Right.
You know when your cat had fleas?
Oh, Ranjit, I'm not even going to let you... I'm not...
That, then you can't take criticism, can you?
No, Ranjit, because there's nothing to be critical for.
You was cruel.
Oh, Ranjit, don't be so stupid.
Let's talk about something else. You know the
Don't be so
boat race, yeah?
cruel. What are you talking about? Don't be so stupid.
You know the boat race, yeah?
Yes, Ranjit.
It's controlled by the sweaty cops.
Stick to what you know. Stick to what you know, Ranjit. Being an idiot.
No, you're the idiot, mate.
Thanks very much indeed. Ranjit's just got himself a month's ban. I'm serious. Ranjit has just got himself... You've just got yourself a month's ban, Ranj.
All right, I ain't got a problem with that.
Good. Neither have I. Neither has the listener. A month's ban. Remind me of that, Marky Mark, 'cause I forget. A month's ban. That's right. I'm dishing out red cards now, guys. I'm dishing out red cards. Hang on a second. Who have we got here? Yes, Millie.
Yes, I thought his cat had died really too, and I felt bad for his cat. I thought, oh no.
Whose cat?
Iain, the manager, Iain, to put this spot
All right,
on the cat.
Millie, let me just put you through to Iain. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Let's go to Millie and Aston. Good morning, Millie.
Hello, me darling.
Hello, Millie. What would you like to say?
When the gentleman told you to use this thing on the back of the cat neck,
Yes.
strong
Yes.
the spot-on thing.
Yes, that's right, Millie. Yes,
You said-
my cat had fleas, and Dave brought in some flea repellent.
Right.
Yes.
And you said,
Yeah.
oh, you put it on,
And the cat died. Yeah, I said, "Join me a new cat." The cat died.
You
Yes.
give me a heart attack. I felt bad.
Well, then you
I had tears in my eyes for the cat.
Well, then you've come back from the dead because the cat is alive. The cat will die one day. She's 15 years old.
Yeah, but the way you said it.
What?
You said the way you said it.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was true.
Yeah, but it's not true.
I know, but you told us after.
Yeah, I told you after. The cat is unfortunately alive and well and being a right pain in the backside.
But when he said to you what he to do...
Sorry,
you just said to
Ranjit,
him,
can I take my serious head off now?
You can take your serious
Thank
head
you,
off.
Ranjit.
what you said.
Yes.
And the cat are fine. He got no more fleas.
Yes.
Or you said, I'll put it on and the cat died.
Yes, I did say that,
Yeah.
Billy. Yes.
My heart went to my mouth because, I love cats.
And you love hearts.
I got my cat, yeah.
Yes.
And my first cat had Millie. She was 16.
Right.
And then she went...
Hang on a minute. Right, listen, can I just say the cat is Now I've got the bloke from Menswear tweeting me.
Oh, dear.
Turns out he's a bigwig at Six Music and Radio 2.
Oh, dear.
Mark Everett.
Listen, tell the gentleman...
Flipping it. I've got Ranjit. Are you still there, Ranjit?
Still here, yeah.
You're banned for a month.
Ranjit?
No, he's... Oh, flip.
Okay,
Ranjit, when he said the cat passed away, didn't it hurt you? 'Cause didn't you thought it was true?
Ranjit was thinking, fresh meat.
Yeah.
I thought it was true.
I did. I did. True to God, I had tears in my eyes for his cat.
Yeah. And Dave's a very sensitive fella.
Yeah, and Dave thought the cat died
I don't know who this Dave is, but he's quite welcome to come and have a chat with me if he ever wants.
I know he's...
Well, Dave could have a chat with me. He's not banned from the show. You're banned from the show, Ranjit.
Yeah, I'm on the show at the moment, ain't I?
Iain, it's
And
not a
Martin
comedian
was
show.
right
I
from
know you
my
was a stand-up comedian when you was
Will
young.
you please... Right, what has gone wrong with this?
What's gone wrong? You let the show go, mate.
Right, Millie, you're getting close to getting banned.
No, don't ban me, would you?
I could ban you. Right, Ranjit, shut up. Millie, yes, I could ban you.
You wouldn't dare do
I could.
You need me.
You can't ban us.
I don't... The thing is, I don't need either of you.
We do.
You need us. Do you know?
Millie.
Yeah?
Millie, what we'll do is we'll come and hijack the studio next week.
Yeah, we're going to get in, yeah.
Listen, we're gonna make plans, right, on how we're gonna invade.
Yeah.
So what's your plan, Millie?
Well, what I will do, I will go at the corner by the studio and I'll wait for you.
I'll come in disguise, okay?
I'll text you and let you know I'm on my way.
Yeah, but keep it quiet, yeah? Me, you, Dave and Martin's going to come in. We're going to hijack the show.
Flippin' heck.
On FM,
Freeview, digital radio,
and online.
your voice in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Oh dear. It's all gone wrong, hasn't it? It's all got... Let's see if we can get it right. 03453009956. We'll talk more after the news with Rob.
Good morning. CCTV footage has emerged, reportedly showing a gang of burglars pulling off the Hatton Garden jewellery robbery in London. Scotland Yard has refused to comment on the film, which has been posted on the Daily Mirror website. The video shows the men making two separate visits between Thursday last week and Easter Sunday. The former head of the flying squad, John O'Connor, has criticised officers for not responding when an alarm was activated at the vault.
They've obviously taken the view, well, that this is not high priority. They've got a graded response system and they've graded this as very lowly. How can you possibly do that at Passover on a fortified building containing a vault with safe deposit boxes and you don't respond to it? I can't believe they could be so utterly incompetent.
A 73-year-old man is due in court charged with murdering his 95-year-old mother. Her body was found in her home in Stoke-on-Trent on Thursday. David Powell will appear before magistrates in Newcastle-under-Lyme later. The Conservatives say if they win the election, they would guarantee an extra £8 billion a year for 5 years for the health service. It's a sum the head of NHS England says is needed. Labour say the Tories have failed to spell out where the money will come from. They're pledging to provide one-on-one midwife care for every mother in England during labour and birth. West Bromwich Albion legend Jeff Astle will be celebrated at the Hawthorns today, the team wearing a replica of the kit he was wearing as he scored the winning goal in the 1968 Cup final. The striker died aged 59 in 2002 and it was found he had a brain injury caused by years of heading heavy footballs. His widow Lorraine says today will also see the launch of the Jeff Astle Foundation to help others with similar conditions.
There's been a silent killer in the midst of us all, in football. The foundation is there to help, to advise. We've had families ring us. They've had to sell the medals, sell the shirts, sell everything that the husbands have won in football to pay for them to be looked after. And we just thought as a family, that's not right.
Meanwhile, the club have announced that former Albion forward Ray Tracy has died at the age of 68 following a short illness. He made 24 starts for the club in the 60s and 70s and also won 42 caps for the Republic of Ireland. And the long-distance runner Dave Healy from West Bromwich has become the first blind person to complete the Marathon des Sables. The 5.5 marathons over 6 days across the Moroccan desert in 50-degree heat is dubbed the toughest race on earth. Sir Ranulph Fiennes was also taking part. The 71-year-old's become the oldest Brit ever to complete it. In sport, it's Derby Day at St Andrews as Blues take on Wolves in the Championship. Wolves are currently in 6th place in the Championship after 4 consecutive wins. Gary Rowett has steered Blues to safety, a much healthier position than they were in before his first game in charge, which was also against Wolves back in November. Rowett's keen for his players not to rest on their laurels.
I think what they've achieved over 26 games is really, really good and really positive. Now we've got to try and achieve something more over the last 6 games. We know there's going to be certain fluctuations with 6 games because there might be games where there's not as much on them, but certainly this Saturday won't be one of those. And I fully expect the players to go out again with the same mindset of wanting to try and win another game of football.
There'll be commentary here on BBC WM 95.6 from 3 o'clock, with the build-up starting at midday with Daz Hale's early kick-off. West Bromwich Albion hosts Leicester City this afternoon. Commentary available on our DAB digital service in Birmingham from 3 o'clock. Elsewhere, Villa are looking to pull away from the Premier League relegation zone as they travel to Tottenham. Walsall have similar worries in League One as Fleetwood visit the Banks's Stadium. And AP McCoy says he'll retire with immediate effect if he wins the Grand National at Aintree this afternoon. The 19-time champion jockey rides favourite Shut the Front Door. The weather dry with some sunny spells today. Cooler though, highs of 12 Celsius, 54 Fahrenheit. Cloudy but dry tonight, lows down to 4 Celsius, 39 Fahrenheit. And Sunday looking cloudy and windy with some showers in the afternoon. Highs of 14 Celsius, 57 Fahrenheit. That's your news and sport for the West Midlands. It's 4 minutes past 11.
I'm sorry, Rob, did you say there was a horse called Shut the Front Door?
Shut the Front Door is the favourite.
Oh, flip it.
Saturdays with Iain Lee
on BBC WM 95.6.
Your voice in the West Midlands.
And they call this a sport? Come on, guys, seriously. The boat race ain't no sport. The Grand National, it ain't no sport. And there ain't no party like an S-Club party, and I should know. I've been to Bradley's house, I haven't. I once had to interview the S Club 7 many, many years ago, and it was on the second floor of a building, right? And they got the lift up. They're only tiny, S Club. They're all tiny, about 5'3". And they had to get the lift up. Bradley fell asleep in the lift. It was 2 floors. Can we... there'll be a pull-out here. Hang on a second. Can we find all of the names of the horses? Well, I don't know how this works. Grand National. There we go. All right. Okay. So these are the names of the horses. You guys want 03453 009956. You guys still want to argue this is a sport? Shut the front door. Balthazar King. Oh, that was my nickname at school. The Druid's Nephew. Godsme Judge. Night in Milan. I thought, now didn't they? I'm sure somebody, didn't they about 10 years ago, they made a law, didn't they, that you couldn't give horses really, really stupid names. I thought that did they not make that a rule, Marky Mark? That you couldn't give horses really stupid names. So you couldn't call them like Zainab Badawi's pet horse or Colin Sandwich. Or I don't even know why I'm making names up.
So what do you propose, call it? Ranjit?
Pinu? Isn't Pinu French for the word we're not allowed to say because someone complained last week?
Quite possibly. Ranjit, Trevor?
Rebel Rebellion, Montparnasse, Lord Windermere, Many Clouds. The thing is, there'll be somebody somewhere listening to this going, what's the name of my daughter? Many Clouds, what's your problem with it? The Rainbow Hunter. Here we go, this is a proper name. 100 to 1, Bob Ford. Bob Ford. I'll have that. Super Duty and Carlito Brigante.
But people pick them for all sorts of reasons, don't they? As in horses to follow on the National. Do you follow a horse?
Of course I don't follow the horse. The Grand National's rubbish. If I did, then I would put all my money on Many Clouds, because I love clouds. I love clouds. The more, the merrier. Hey, there's a story... local story. Let's see if we can find this guy by midday, shall we? Is it Dad on at midday? I think it is, isn't it? I saw him making bad jokes earlier on, so I'm guessing he's practising for his show. Let's see if we can find this guy by midday. Where is he? Page 8 of The Star. 03453 009956. If you know Alan Buckley. This is nuts, OK? This is why... this is nuts. Retired window cleaner, Alan Buckley, 79... This is all the story says, OK? This is actually in a national newspaper. This is all the story says. Retired window cleaner Alan Buckley, 79, has a collection of more than 400 drums at his home in Walsall, West Mids. End of story. End of story. Sorry. 03453 956. That's it. 03453 009956. Do you know this gentleman? 400 drums. Do you hear this, Marky Mark? Listen, this is a local guy. Retired window cleaner Alan Buckley, 79, has a collection of more than 400 drums at his home in Walsall. I bet his neighbours hate him. I bet they do. 400 drums. Hey, there's a nice old fella moved into the house next door. Oh, he looks about late 70s, early 80s. Oh, shall we help him move in? Yeah, he's only an old boy. Got a lot of boxes, Al. What's in these boxes? Drums. Sorry? Yeah, drums. I've got about 400 of them. Oh, flippin' heck. And then there's this story, on the opposite page of the what do they call this newspaper? The Star. A singer mocked for his love of Elvis... Elvis, as you know, one of the most overrated singers of all time. 5 good songs. He did 5 good songs. That's it. A singer mocked for his love of Elvis has beaten childhood bullies by becoming a professional Presley impersonator. Well, I don't know if that beats bullies or if that you're letting the bullies win. I mean, with the greatest of respect, how much fun... Clinton Horton, was he getting bullied because of his name or was he getting bullied because of his love of Elvis? Clinton Horton, why would you call your son after a card shop? Really? It's like having a kid called moonpig.com or Funky Pigeon. That was the chair. Clinton Horton, 27, of Newport Gwent, was told by wife Kelly, be yourself, be an Elvis. That's an oxymoron, right? And I'm not speaking about Clinton or Kelly. Be yourself, be an Elvis? Well, this song goes out to Clinton. 03453 009956.
Husband don't know what he's done. Kids don't know what's wrong with mum. She can't say, they can't see. Putting it down to another bad day. Daddy don't know what he's done. Kids don't know what's wrong with mum. So this is how it feels to be lonely. This is how it feels to be small. This is how it feels when your word means nothing at all. Black car drives through the town. Some guy from the top estate left a note for a local girl, and yet he had it all on a plate. So this is how it feels to be lonely. This is how it feels to be small. This is how it feels when your word means nothing at all.
Thank you to Paul, who's emailed me with the, oh gosh. Tread carefully, Lee, tread carefully. A horse that's running at 3:55 today at Newcastle. Let me take a run up to this. Rocker Wango, okay. Wow. Rocker Wango. W-A-N-G-O, just to be clear there. We're looking for Alan Buckley. 400 drums. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do on the back of that. I really should start the show at some point. That was the chair. I think. I'll check. I'm making myself laugh. I'm sorry. Ignore me, Mark. I'm literally just entertaining myself here. I'm sorry. I'm making myself laugh. Don't matter. Noisy neighbours. You got an old fella. He's 79, so let's be honest. He probably won't hit it that hard. If you know him, 03453 009956. But still, 400 drums next door. That's going to be noisy. Noisy neighbour stories, please. I tell you what we'll do. We'll go to the travel. We'll start the show an hour and 15 minutes late. I think that's what we need to do. It's been a very lacklustre show today. 03453 009956. What have we got coming up? Sausage rolls, dog napped, avocados, the Apple Watch. I'm tempted to talk about the German man, but after the complaints we got last week, probably best I don't.
Your travel news in the West Midlands. BBC WM 95.6.
Let's get the travel. Here's Kate.
Thank you. Well, M6 South has slowed down now between junction 10, that's a turn for Wolverhampton and Walsall, through to junction 8, the link with the M5. Just through the roadworks, it started to slow down, so watch out for some queues. Through Harborne as well on the High Street, that's looking very busy at York Street. There's some roadworks there and some temporary traffic lights are in place, so it's causing delays in both directions. And also, of course, Villa fans heading to Tottenham this afternoon via the M6, M1. It's all looking okay along that stretch at the moment, but we'll keep you updated. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 Travel on 0330 123 3550.
Today. It's a big chance for us. You know, we've worked hard this season. We've worked hard to stay in and around the big clubs, and we're right in there now, and we have to take that chance.
Hear live FM commentary at Birmingham City against Wolves in the Championship.
McDonald's cross. Edwards has scored for Wolves.
Today. West Brom against Leicester City live on DAB with the latest from Spurs against Villa.
Your football in the West Midlands.
This afternoon from 2.
On BBC WM 95.6.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I know, what are we talking about? I mean, let me just look at this story again in The Sun and let's just see if... I don't think I can do it, guys. I don't think I can do it. Kev!
Oh.
You all right, mate?
I'm all right, Ian. How are you?
I'm debating whether I can do the story in The Sun.
I've heard how you are this morning. It's all gone well, Spanish.
Obsessed... Okay. I can do it if I tread carefully.
Yeah.
I certainly don't want to tread on it. Obsessed Mika Stunts has... Now, I'm going to quote the paper.
Yeah.
A Todger weighing almost 10 pounds.
Not me, did you nick that off?
After pumping it up with silicone.
Ah.
It now measures flipping heck and is, wow, in diameter.
Yeah.
I think that's actually as far as I can go with that story. But let's just say, page, if you want to read more, then I thoroughly recommend page 21 of The Sun.
Like an elephant's trunk with an apple in it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. What have you got for us, Kev?
There was a couple of things there I was listening to.
Yes.
The fellow with the drums, he's only trying to do us all a favour, isn't he? To take all the drums out of the world and stop them banging them.
I would love to have... I've bashed on a drum kit, and in my head I think I can play the drums. I can't do the feet.
Shall I tell you so? I played... You know Def Leppard?
Yeah.
The band.
He's only got one arm, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, Rick. I've played that kit, and it's really hard to play if you've got...
Have you seen one of my favourite films of all time is Hysteria, the Def Leppard story. Have you seen it?
Yes.
It's brilliant, right? It's one of these biopics about a rock band, and it's hilarious, okay? And there's the bit where, unfortunately, the fella loses his arm in a car crash on the M25, except I didn't know the M25 had cacti growing. And he's in hospital bed going, oh, if only there was some way I could play the drums with just one arm. Oh, hang on, I've got an idea. And then he goes and invents this magic drum kit.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And it's brilliant. If you try and play it with two stick arms,
you can't
really
do it.
Hard.
You
really
can't
hard.
do it. Fantastic.
Yeah. But I found you about the Noisy Neighbours thing as well.
Oh yeah, go on.
I had a few years ago. It's not that long ago. I had a noisy 2 in the morning. I had to get up at 5.
Yeah.
At 2 in the morning, I'm woken up by the sound of somebody playing. Trying to play really bad. AC/DC.
Yeah.
Hell's Bells. See, and I thought, oh, God, what? And I stood at the wall and I thought, oh my God, how bad that's... Yeah, I'll have to... So I got my Marshall stack.
Yes.
Pushed it with the speakers just to the wall.
Oh, baby.
And the amplifier, and I turned it up to 11, because they all go up to 11, all good ones. And I started playing really good AC/DC.
Yeah.
Back to him.
Oh, mate, you had an AC/DC battle.
And I just turned it off and it went quiet, never to be heard again. I just posted a letter through his door saying, if you really want lessons, knock me door, but don't do that again.
And did he ever turn up for lessons?
No, not
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Good for you, though, Kev.
Now, I've got another one for you. You know this horse thing you're on about?
Yes.
I go by this thing that I say, never back anything that can fall over. Horses, dogs, rabbits, athletes, football, anything.
Yes.
So I don't know how to put a bet on.
Yeah.
Yeah, rabbits. But about 3 or 4 years ago, listeners might know that the 100 to 1, which is the outsider, I gather, won the Grand National.
All right.
Now, I went into my pub on the Friday, and all my mates are there with their papers. I'm going, this is the one, this back bit. No, back that one, I said. I just went over and went, listen, this one here, 100-1, stick a tenner on that.
100-1.
And they're going, that's the one. And they're going, Kev, you don't know, do you? I said, no, that's the one. I'm got. Yeah, and I gave I said, put a tenner on that for me. I don't know how to put a bet on. Would you do it? Yeah, all right then. Go on, and they're all going, yeah, you're mad, and you go, and it won.
Now, did they actually put the bet on, or were they doing you a favour and trying to save your tenner?
No, they wanted to put it on because they were going, yeah, all right then, okay.
And you won. So what is that? Let me work that out. That's £89?
No, it's a bit more than that.
1,000? Hey, Kev, that'll do.
Yeah,
Kev?
No, I've as far as horse racing goes, I've got a 100% record.
Kev, thank you very much indeed. Back 111. 03453 009956 is the telephone number. 81333, start your text WM. I believe a slightly off-colour joke may have slipped out through there. Never our intention to offend. Apologies if anybody was. I don't think anybody noticed it. Well, we asked retired window cleaner Alan Buckley, 79, has a collection of more than 400 drums at his home in Walsall, West Mids. He must be an absolute nightmare to live next door to. I tell you what, let's ask him. Morning, Alan.
Good morning, Ian.
Are you an absolute nightmare to live next door to?
No, that's quite for the lamb. I don't know. I didn't even know I played drums.
400 drums?
Yes, I've got 110 drum kits.
What? Hang on, what? Say that again.
110 drum kits.
Like proper... These aren't like little bongos. These are full-on drum kits.
Full-on drum kits from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s and 60s.
Let me find out, Alan, if you really are a drummer by asking you one very simple question.
Go on, then.
Who's the greatest drummer of all time?
All drummers are good. Doesn't matter what style you go for.
They're not all good.
Because they are.
My mate Tony's rubbish.
They're all good drummers. Believe you me, even the unnamed drummers, you can go into a club sometimes and you're fascinated by drummers because they've created themselves stuff, not read it from a book or anything else.
Surely the correct answer, sir, is Gene Krupa.
Gene Krupa, of course, yeah.
Gene Krupa.
Before that, it was... yeah, there's a lot of them. There really is a lot of them.
Where do you keep all... What do you live in, a mansion or something? Do you live in... He's gone deaf from drumming.
No, in a one-bedroom flat.
Where do you keep all your drums then, Alan?
They're in storage.
Yeah. Have you got a kit in your flat?
Yes.
And do you practice?
No.
Never?
I don't practice, no, not on drums. I practice on a pad.
Oh, OK, so you got your pads on, so it keeps the noise down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you don't hear me. No.
And are you in a band or anything, Alan?
Pardon?
Are you in a band?
I've been in many bands. Played with many top line people from the 50s, going back as far as the 50s.
Go on, give us some of the names of the people you've played with.
Tubby Hayes, Dickie Horton. Oh. These are all the modern jazz fellas of the day.
Yeah.
Ronnie Scott. I was with the John Christensen trio. John is still with us, you know, still alive and kicking in London. But I was with John Christensen trio for 3 years, jazz at the Icebox in Chippenham. And then I met John when I was in the army down there. So I did 2 years in the Corps of Drums of the Wiltshire Regiment as well.
When was the last time you played a gig, Alan?
Last Thursday.
Oh, really? Whereabouts?
Down at the White Lion, just on the corner here.
Hey, fantastic!
By my place. It's free stage, you know, one of those things, you know. But I greatly enjoy it because it's just local for me. I can have a drink as well, and I pick my drums up the next day, so I don't have to drive and nothing. So I enjoy it. You know.
You say you got 110 kits.
Yeah.
What's your favourite kit?
Pardon?
What's your favourite kit?
My favourite kit, one that I play on, and that's the Slingerland 1973.
Oh, now the Slingerland, they are classics.
Yes, I know. Gene Krupa, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Who is my idol, really?
Guys, if you're bored this afternoon, go on YouTube, type in Gene Krupa, Krupa, and just fall down the rabbit hole watching a master at work.
Yeah, I know.
He could make those drums sing.
Yes, I know. Fantastic.
Alan, I don't suppose there's any chance you could play us a little bit now, is there?
No, but yes, I tell you what you could do. You can book it, go into my website.
Oh yeah, always go play. Good, yeah, go on.
Go into my website and pick up one of my one of the festivals which I was on. Which it's best to look into the 1981 festival. I did a drum solo in Dresden, international. That was behind the Iron Curtain.
What's your website?
Sir Alan Drums.
Yes.
at btinternet.com.
OK, that's the email address, isn't it?
That's my email address.
But what's your website?
Oh, sorry, it's the same thing. Sorry, sir. www.siralandrums.co.uk.
OK, I'm having a look. Hang on a minute. Sir Alan.
A-L-A-N.
Oh, I've put 2 L's in there. Sorry, I do apologise.
That's right. Well, I said Alan.
Oh, look. Hey, look at you. You've not still got that long hair, have you?
Yep.
You still got the shaggy locks?
Yep. No, my hair's straight now. I don't curl it anymore.
OK.
But I'm still pulling the birds. You know, at 78, you see.
Oh, my gosh. Look at all of your... Are those all of your drums?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Flipping heck.
Everything. Yeah, that's why I said that. 110 kits. I'm doing a big drum show in... Is it the plug, really?
Go on, plug away, boss.
This is a big drum show in June 6th and 7th at Hall Park.
Brilliant.
Hall Park, that's in between Coleshill and Eton.
Alan, listen, it's good to talk to you. Finally,
yes.
You used to be a window cleaner.
Yes.
What was the best thing you ever saw?
Nothing.
Not at all?
No, it's all the people I employed saw.
Oh.
What a shame.
Alan, you're a good sport. It's lovely to talk to you, boss.
Yeah, any time. But don't forget, have a good look into the site.
I will do. I'm looking at it now.
And if you want to put one of my CDs, you have permission to do it.
Thank you very much, sir. Speak to you later on. Take care.
All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
There we go. What a nice gentleman. Well done, Marky Mark, for tracking him down. I'm watching a video of him live in Dresden in 1981. Look at that. Look at that. Look at him rocking. Flipping heck. He's good, isn't he? Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Thank you for that, Mark. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. 03453 009956 is the telephone number.
I like it, balls.
Who?
Beep, 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 beep. If I could turn the page in time, then I'd rearrange just a day or two. Close my eyes, but I couldn't find a way, so I'll settle for one day to believe in you. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies. Oh no, no, you can't disguise. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Although I'm not making plans, I hope that you understand there's a reason why. Close your eyes. No more broken hearts. We're better off apart. Let's give it a try. Tell me lies. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies. Oh no, no, you can't disguise. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. If I could turn the page in time, then I'd rearrange just a day or two. Close my eyes, but I couldn't find a way, so I'll settle for one day to believe in you. Tell me lies. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies. Oh no, no, you can't disguise. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies. Oh no, no, you can't disguise.
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. So, yeah, sure. Alan may have over 400 drums. Yeah, he may sure still pull the ladies. Yeah, sure. He might used to have had long, shaggy hair, but can he actually play the drums? Well, let's find out. Oh, hang on. Sounds like he's fallen down the stairs. It sounds like he's just dropped him down the flight of stairs. Nope, he can play the drums. Carl's in Walsall. Good morning, Carl.
Good morning. That was a good bit of drum
It was
time,
good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I don't like jazz, right? I'll be honest. I hate jazz. Jazz and reggae, I hate. But I do like the old jazz drummers.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one I'm trying to think of. There's Gene Krupa, and there's another one, and I cannot think of his name. But the old style jazz drummers, when they do their 25-minute solos, it is wonderful.
Oh, yeah, it's brilliant. He sounded like a one-man band falling down the stairs.
Didn't he just? Carl, what you got for us?
You're talking about silly racehorse names.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Well, there was a few. The Jockey Club banned a few names before because, when the commentator's talking quite quickly towards the end of the race.
Yes.
It sounds a little bit rude. I've got a few for you, so I'll try and very carefully.
Well, yeah, let's see how we go. We're all hovering over our faders and our apology buttons, yes.
These are all actual racehorses that have run. There's one called Hoof-Hearted.
Oh, dearie me. Yeah, go on.
Noble Locks.
What? Noble... Okay, oh, right. Go on.
Far Canal.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll leave it there, Carl. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Carl. Best drummer is Gene Krupa, says Kev. There's another drummer I'm trying to think of, an old-school jazz drummer. And 03453 009956, by the way, if you want to give us a call. I can't think of his name. Iain, I've not bet on horses since that scandal broke about the rigged race between two horses called 1-1 and 2-2. Oh, for crying out loud. Jill?
Hello?
Yeah, go on, what you got?
Is it Buddy Rich?
That's the fella, Buddy Rich. Fantastic. Right. These are proper... I mean, people think the drums, it's boring, but... Those guys were wonderful, weren't they?
They were. Have you seen that film of Buddy Rich? He's in a basement and he's playing the drums on all the pipes.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that. He's walking along with his drumsticks and he's playing. You're right. He's playing it on the pipes. It's magic. What is that from?
I've no idea. I just remember seeing it somewhere.
Oh, my whole afternoon, Jill, is going to be sat in front of YouTube looking up Buddy Rich, Gene Krupa, and menswear. There's the band, not the clothing.
Oh, okay then. I've never heard of them.
But the thing is, Jill, I don't like jazz. You say there's a jazz band playing. I'm walking in the other direction.
Oh, I hate it too.
It's a racket. It's as my mum would say, my dear mum would say, it's like 5 people playing different songs at the same time.
Well, I always used to say that the only good thing about it was they all managed to finish at the same time.
Jill, thank you very much indeed. Stephen's text continues. 1-1-1 run there. No, you've got it wrong, Stephen. You've missed it. It's a tongue twister. 1-1 was a racehorse. 1-2 was 1-2. 1-1-1 run race. 1-2 1-1-2. That's what that is. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why have you got 2 sets of headphones?
I know. I'm just crazy.
You're not listening to free radio at the moment, are you? They've closed down until 12 o'clock. I told them.
What? Wait, what?
I told them not to bother.
Okay, fair enough.
You are talking way too much sport, mister. What is going on? Sort it out. Talk about Formula 1 instead. Iain, if you're stuck for something, watch Daredevil. No, I'm not stuck for anything. I'm going to be watching Gene Krupa, Buddy Rich, and menswear live. Well, not live. I'm on the old Facebook. So, page 21 of The Sun. There's a story that we really can't do anymore. But the other story we can do is this, and the Apple Watch, was it yesterday it went on sale? Sometime this week. And it's sold out within minutes. That was the chair. British, and why is... I mean, the Apple Watch... I don't get what the point is. It's a bit... I mean, it doesn't really do a lot, does it? You can change... You can't... If you could pull it up to your mouth and do phone calls on it, I'd be in. I would be in. But you can't. British Apple Watch buyers may have to wait until July to wear one. After initial batches of the gadget sold out in minutes yesterday. Flippin' heck. Soon after pre-orders opened at 8 a.m, the lowest priced $299 version had an estimated delivery time of June. But if you've ordered one of these things, or if you can explain to me why anybody would order one of these things, could you give me a call? 03453 009956. Because I don't get it. I'm sort of gradually backing out of the technology race. Some versions of the core stainless steel model, known simply as watch, and priced between $479 to $949, will not be dispatched until July. £1,000 for a watch. Really? My watch? I lost the calculator when I broke the strap. My watch, $5.95 on Amazon. What does it do? It tells the time, and it's got a stopwatch. What more do you need? And that's pretty much what the Apple Watch does. Pretty much. In fact, I don't even know if the Apple Watch has got a stopwatch. I bet it isn't. And I bet if you use the stopwatch, right, the battery will run out in 20 minutes. You can time how long the battery lasts. Seriously, that will drain the battery. This thing, I put this thing in the washing machine and it still worked. I ordered they're so cheap, I've got a spare. $5.95, Amazon. Customer Matt Musial joked on Twitter, was able to order the hashtag Apple Watch. 42mm stainless with Milanese loop. Too bad I'll be 42 when it arrives. Speaking of 42, I am less than 2 months till I become 42 years old. Blimey. Yesterday, the public got its first chance to see and touch the watch, which connects wirelessly to iPhones. So all these people, right, they've bought this watch without having a look at it. Who's this fella who's saying, oh, for goodness sakes, I'm agreeing with Iain Lee, things must be bad? Steady on. I speak of dissents. You touch my car, I smash you in the face. Yesterday, the public got its first chance to see and touch the watch, which connects wirelessly to iPhones as it arrived in Apple stores ahead of its shipping date on April the 24th. You've got to ask... Oh, there's a text I was going to read. You've got to ask... I mean, really, who's going to buy one of those things? Talking about Menswear, the band. Menswear, the band, says John, were from Moseley in Birmingham. Were they really? I did not know that. One band member, Simon, lived next door to me. In fact, Moseley... Oh, now, come on. Moseley has historically been a hotbed of musical talent. Let's go through the band, shall we? Menswear, Ocean Colour Scene, and UB40. I mean... Oh, and the Fine Young Cannibals, I'm being told. Flipping heck. Menswear to one side, because the fella's tweeting me. Ocean Colour Scene, UB40 and Fine Young Cannibals. Imagine those on the bill. You'd want to shoot yourself, wouldn't you, listening to that rubbish? And anonymous text. So it must be insulting. Rowing is in the Olympics, you mug. It must be a sport. The bit where it's two blokes rowing, I'll give you that. That's a sport. Fine, I'll have that. The boat race isn't a sport. It's people who are there through generally privilege, possibly through intellect, rowing. How is that? Why is that even a thing in the 21st century? Why is that even a thing? I'll be looking forward to the boat race. That's going to be a lot of fun for you guys. 03453 009956. Although I suspect that you've all given up phoning. Have they all given up phoning, Marky Mark?
By the look of it, no one's bothering to pick up the telephone. Maybe they're waiting for the iPhone. I watch. They can call on that.
With the greatest of respect, the first hour and 15 was blinding. And sorry? The first hour and... I heard that. The first hour and 15 was blinding, and we're never going to match that.
We ain't going to
We were never going to match that. Doesn't matter. I can talk about this woman in the Daily Mail page. It gives me more time to talk. I'm happy if you don't call, guys. Gives me more time to talk. How to cut a supermarket bill from £140 to 39 pence. We'll speak to Manny after the travel. Impossible? Not for Jennifer, who hoards goods bought with money off coupons. Now, the problem is, and there was a story about this in the paper the other week, the woman shop should have cost 200 quid. She got it for about a £5 because of vouchers. But then you look at the stuff that she's buying, right? It's all stuff that you don't need. It's all stuff that she's bought it because she's got vouchers, so she's actually spent more money than she needs to. Jennifer Drew is the woman. I'll tell you exactly what she bought in a second. 03453 009956.
Your travel news in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Let's find out what's happening on the roads. Let's have some travel, please.
Thank you. Well, heading south on the M6 is looking slow from junction 10. That's the turn for Wolverhampton and Walsall through to the link with the M5. Of course, we've got the roadworks there slowing things down. Still busy through Harborne along the High Street, both ways at York Street. We've got some roadworks there. There's some temporary lights in place that are causing delays. Now, in Sutton Coldfield, there's the National Road Relays Championship at Sutton Park. This is from midday today, and there's several hundred athletes taking part, so do watch out for delays in the area. And of course, football this afternoon. Villa fans heading to Tottenham. We've got the M6 and the M1, that's your route, but checking it for you, and it's looking okay at the moment, but we'll keep you updated. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 Travel on 0330 123 3550.
Danny Kelly.
Good morning, mate. How can we help you?
Well, I've lost a walking stick. Very special. I made it 23 years ago. Excuse me. It's been my pride and joy.
When we took that call, of course we wanted to reunite Bob. It's unbelievable. We've got an update for you from someone who's seen it.
I actually stopped the car to move your walking stick out of the way.
If it's still there, Barry, Bob could be reunited this morning with it.
A new hero for mid-mornings. His name,
Danny Kelly.
I'm sitting in the car, you've got me in tears.
And you've got the stick.
The stick, it's back in the car. You're absolutely fantastic. Danny, you're brilliant.
Weekdays from 9.
On BBC WM 95.6.
Get a load of this. Well, I've gone deaf. Hello? Hello? Oh, I can hear me again now. That's what it was. I just turned the volume down, Brian. That's all it was.
Good morning, Ian. You're a good presenter, mate. You tell it where it hurts people, but you're very, very good.
Can we clip that and put it on the posters? He tells it where it hurts at people. Thank you, Brian. That's a very kind thing to say once I've worked out what it means. What have you got for us, Brian?
You forgot to mention Eric Delaney.
Who?
Eric Delaney, the drummer.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, he's fantastic drummer, Ian.
Can you do a noise? Can you imitate him?
No, not really, no. My musical instrument is my singing. I've been singing now for 40-odd years.
You must be tired.
Pardon?
Carry on.
I've done the X Factor twice. I've done British Talent, and I'm in a choir now at the moment at Sutton Coldfield. I'm 76 years of age.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been singing... I sing everything from Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera, Stevie Wonder... Frank Sinatra.
Oh, dude, Brian.
Delaney is a fantastic drummer.
Brian,
if you look up him.
I don't care about Delaney. I care about Brian from Sutton Coldfield. What Stevie Wonder song are you going to sing for us this morning?
Go on, then. All right.
Go on, what are you going to sing for us?
Bring Him Home.
Go, let's have it. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian from Sutton Coldfield singing Bring Him Home.
God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. He's young, he's afraid. Let him be, let him be. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home.
Beep, 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 beep,
Hey,
beep.
that was... I don't remember Stevie Wonder doing that.
No.
You got some pipes on you, Brian. Blimey.
I'm 76, I am.
Flip it. I'm assuming you're not a smoker.
No.
What do you do to keep fit, to keep your tool in shape?
Well, as I say, I do what they call free and easy at clubs. Like it's
free and easy. You go to free and easy clubs. That sounds very, very dodgy. What does that mean?
Well, it means it's a drummer and a keyboard.
Oh, I thought you meant swinging.
And the 70.
Is it swinging there?
Pardon?
Is it swinging there?
No, it's all different people singing.
Oh, thank goodness.
And it goes on for you go there. And then you pay £2 to go in, and there's about 20 singers do 2 numbers.
Oh man, this genuinely so if I paid, I could go and sing a couple of songs.
You could, but yes, you could definitely.
And
and the one on a Monday I go to is the football club in Sutton Coldfield.
Yes.
and that's on a Monday evening.
And it's called Free and Easy, because I'm worried if I Google Free and Easy Club, something completely different is going to come up.
Possibly, yes, but it's what we call Free and Easy. There's quite a few clubs. I mean, there's one at Mayor Green at the Allotment Club, and that's on a Friday night.
Right. I'm googling. I'm going to go Free and Easy. I'm going to go swinging at a Free and Easy Club, Brian.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, listen, good to talk to you, mate. Thanks for the call.
Thank you very much.
Ta-ta, what a nice fella. What a nice... We're getting nice callers, aren't we? I like that.
You're a good presenter, mate. You tell it where it hurts at people.
I tell it where it hurts at people, Manny.
Morning.
Oh, flipping it. You have a night on the sauce, fella?
Not a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Do you ever think, Manny, can I be serious? My serious head is back on.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry that maybe you drink a little bit too much?
No, I don't. Only like Friday and Saturday.
Okay, just because on a Friday afternoon, you sound, I don't want to say full of the joys of spring, because you still sound half dead, but you sound all right. Every Saturday morning, you sound awful.
Do I?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Birmingham and the West Midlands think so, Manny.
Anyway.
Yes, boss.
Alphas are king.
Beep, 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 Manny, your cup's full up, mate. Don't put any more water in there.
Put a tenner on. Alphas are king.
Sorry?
Alphas are king. Put a tenner on.
I don't like the Grand National. I think it's horrible.
Nah, you'll be all right.
What do you mean it'll be all right?
You'll win. Alphas are king. Put a tenner on.
Is that what you called in for?
It's a brilliant show.
Thank you, Manny. This is the BBC feed live from, hang on, where did I do the boat race? The River Thames. This is what the River Thames sounds like. You wait till it's full of rowers and cocks and boats. I mean, come on, you would change that name, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Do you know what, guys? We're just going to call it the Shouty Man at the front, OK? We're not going to call it that anymore. We're just going to call it the Shouty Man at the front. I'm going to be 42 this year. 42. I'm going to a Free and Easy Club. Doesn't that sound like fun? You pay £2 and you go and sing. And I bet there are some brilliant people like our last caller. Manny, are you still there?
Yeah.
Can I cut you off?
No.
OK. Oh, he said no. I bet there are some brilliant singers like our last caller, and I bet there are some absolute stinkers. Absolute stinkers. I'm tempted. I wonder if there's one near me. Anyway, so this woman, right? She's her shopping bill would have been £140. Instead, it's 39 pence. But she's bought loads of stuff that she doesn't need, so it shouldn't have cost her anything. 4 Colgate toothpastes. All right, she'll use those. 3 toothbrushes. Oh, come on, man. At most, you need 2 toothbrushes. One for home and one for your car. Not for your car, but to have in your car. 2 boxes of cookie cereal. What the hell is cookie cereal? That sounds awesome, this. Tate and Lyle sugar. Daddy's brown sauce. Nobody needs Daddy's brown sauce. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. 1 turkey, 4 packs of Special K, 3 bottles of mayonnaise. A bottle of mayonnaise, that will last for like ever, won't it? That will just go on and on and on. 2 tubs of Cadbury's Heroes. I mean, how do I say this carefully? She don't need Cadbury's Heroes, this woman. 1 Aquarian fish food, 1 bag of marshmallows, 3 packs of John West tuna. Hey. We're going to leave the River Thames. I'll go back to that a little bit later on, maybe. No one, I'm surprised, no one has called in to say, yeah, man, we are excited by the boat race. I cannot wait for the boat race to happen. Do you know why? Because no one gives a stuff. The only people that care are the mums of the Americans that are rowing in it. Are we covering it here at the BBC? Because in which case, I think it's a great boat race and everybody should be supporting it. And boy, oh boy, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it. A dog napped. Pekingese. Pekingese? No, Pekingese. Pekingese? With the helpless animals clutched tightly under his arms. This is the moment a suspected dog thief, well, I don't think he's suspected, he's got 2 dogs under his arms and he's running away. The biggest crime is, I think he's wearing a shell suit. Made off with 2 beloved family pets. Pekingese, Marley and Mitzi, had been left to play in their garden by their owners Adele and Stephen Morgan. But they were snatched. The couple are now offering £1,000 reward to anybody who can return their pets who've been missing for a week. Marley, the younger of the pair, should be easily identifiable because he only has one eye. I didn't know it was going to have a sad twist like that. He's only got one eye. It's Alan on the drums. Listen, I know that song is a hackneyed old cliche, but I do like it. I like that song. And I know that Katrina has milked it for all she's worth. Good for her. Iain.lee@bbc.co.uk if you want to get in touch during the week. You can send me an email. I'll be back next Friday at 2 o'clock. Don't forget, next Friday, it's new callers only, guys.
On FM.
Freeview, digital radio,
and online.
Your voice in the West Midlands.
BBC WM 95.6.
Daz is up next. Sorry about that. It's a contractual obligation. But before that, let's get the news. Here's Rob.
Good afternoon. A 21-year-old man is critically ill in hospital with a head injury after being shot in Coventry. The man was a passenger in a car heading towards the Stoke area on Mercer Avenue when it happened at 10 to 6 yesterday evening. Police say they think the victim knew his attacker, but he's unable to tell them because of his condition. CCTV footage has emerged, apparently showing the movements of the gang that stole jewellery from a security vault in London over the Easter weekend. The film, which has been posted on the Daily Mirror website, shows them dressed as building workers and using wheelie bins. John O'Connor's the former head of Scotland Yard's flying squad. He said he was horrified that police didn't get hold of the footage before the press.
I can't record any of the major robberies or major crimes that have occurred in the past where suddenly the media come along and get hold of the most convincing evidence that exists. I'm not blaming the Mirror. They're in the business of news and information. I'm not blaming them at all. But I am pointing some quite accusing fingers at the police for not finding it themselves.
A 73-year-old man is appearing in court today, charged with murdering his 95-year-old mother. Her body was found in her home in Stoke-on-Trent on Thursday. David Powell will appear before magistrates in Newcastle-under-Lyme. The future of the NHS is the main arguing point in the election campaign today. The Conservatives say they'd put an extra £8 billion into the health service every year for 5 years if they win the election. The Liberal Democrats said the Tory sums did not add up. And Labour, who are promising one-to-one midwife care for women giving birth, called it uncosted and not worth the paper it's written on. Andy Murray will marry his long-term girlfriend Kim Sears in his hometown of Dunblane this afternoon. Local people are joining in these celebrations when the couple say their vows in the 12th century cathedral. These people have been queuing up since early this morning to get a good view.
We've followed Andy Murray for years, so it's just an opportunity to get up close on his special day. Kim's a gorgeous girl, so I'm sure she'll make a beautiful bride.
I'll watch all his matches on the television. I hope Andy's wearing the kilt.
Yeah, I'd love to see him wear the kilt too, yeah. Oh, I think she'll be gorgeous.
He's a lovely lad and just wish him all the best, and so we thought we'd come and cheer them on.
West Bromwich Albion hosts Leicester City this afternoon as the club celebrates Jeff Astle Day. The Baggies will wear a special retro kit in commemoration of the legendary striker, with the Jeff Astle Foundation officially being launched. The visitors, Leicester, are bottom of the table. They're currently 6 points adrift of safety, but the Albion boss Tony Pulis believes they've got plenty to offer.
They've got a very, very good squad. I think Nigel's been backed not only in the Premiership but in the Championship as well. They've really backed him and they've stuck with him, which is nice to see.